Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some brand new information coming out for the PlayStation 5 Pro, which has now been conveniently codenamed Project Trinity. Now, we actually have some pretty big important stuff. I'm sure a lot of you guys may or may not be hearing about this, but it looks like this brand new console is also making some pretty good headwind in comparison now to even the other prior console and also the other brand new PlayStation console. There's just a lot of big news coming out as of now. So it looks like once again, we have another expectations for the release dates and as well even more bigger specs too, which we're going to go cover over here for the brand new articles coming out over here from K-Ton Gaming. So all around cool stuff, and I just love the fact that we have a brand new console on the way. I don't necessarily really think we're too overdue for a PS5 Pro, but at the same time, new stuff next year sounds pretty cool to me. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as we dive throughout the video. We also have the Samsung How link down below in the description comment section. Check that out. Amazon, Twitter, and Twitch down below if you guys want to follow. And of course as well, I appreciate you guys all so much for watching here in the first place. So as you guys do or do not know, yesterday we had a brand new big Spider-Man news for a brand new console bundle. But this is looking like more so a brand new PlayStation 5 Pro leak. Now, we've been hearing rumors about this for the past few months, and some folks have still kind of had the same exact timeline, if you guys have watched my videos, of maybe a PlayStation 5 Slim Edition, so not fully confirmed for this, but like there's some good rumors floating around with it. So as of this year, for maybe a PlayStation 5 Slim, and right now the expectations are as of next year for a PlayStation 5 Pro. So as I mentioned, there's been a pretty big article coming out over here with major leaks and discussions for the PlayStation 5 Pro. As of right now is codenamed Project Trinity, with the details and release dates too as well. So very first and foremost, when it comes to most of the coverage for the Slim or the Pro, it has never been 100% confirmed until we get like an official statement, say like from the Spider-Man console, until we get the official statement from PlayStation or a PlayStation blog or at a state of play or big major event. We will not know 100% when, where, how, or what. But from what we've had a chance to see, some of the leaks have been kind of somewhat lining up. And as well, we also have the expectations of maybe another state of play, like slightly actually more bigger than state of play, like a proper PlayStation conference, coming out maybe in the next few months, which has been also been leaked around too. So this also kind of goes back to this. So it's been a month since the Xbox Phil Spencer, big head honcho, revealed in an interview that Microsoft does not have plans for a mid-gen refresh for the Xbox Series X and S. According to Spencer, Xbox hasn't received the feedback that would warrant such a refresh, and with two SKUs already on the market from the Xbox side, that feedback isn't at all surprising. In fact, according to Digital Foundry, the company had said during the Xbox Series X and S reveal that the Series X is already this generation's Xbox quote-unquote Pro offering, and the company decided to launch it ahead of time. But despite Xbox's stance on another console, where does this leave PlayStation? Well, according to my own sources, who just want to have this for sites, who asked to remain anonymous because they were unauthorized to speak on such details. So at this point, it's an unauthorized leak, when these are always the best kind. Maybe because if you have, like, let's say 300 people in office, it is a little bit harder to point and fine-tune who actually leaked it, but I'm sure if someone actually did leak this information, if it was found truthful, they're probably losing their job. A PlayStation 5 Pro is currently in development, and its codename as of right now is PlayStation Trinity. If you think the codename has some form of familiarity, you're right. Sony has used the Matrix codenames in the past, with the PlayStation 4 Pro under the codename Neo and PlayStation VR under Morpheus, which is kind of cool. Be a pretty big movie things as well. I don't know. That's kind of cool in my mind. So it's understood that Trinity has been in development since early 2022, with sources citing that although the rumors of a canceled PlayStation 5 Pro project are always fun to read, Trinity has been the only project in the works for the Pro model. So as of right now, apparently, like once again, you have to take all these leaks and rumors and everything else all kind of with a grain of salt, but usually these have been kind of good sources, like who've been pretty consistent on their source and leaks, so it adds a lot of validity to these statements. Basically, they've been saying, like, apparently there has not been any canceled project, like the PlayStation 5 has not been canceled. Now, I want to do a little bit of a quick talk before we get into specs over here. It would make sense. I may even do like a deeper dive myself in this one, but it would make sense. Xbox does not seem to have like another second gen, as we kind of covered in the very first part of the video, console, like an Xbox Series X Pro. There has been some rumors and some leaks stating that they have been having one in the works, but I also kind of feel like it's one of those things where you always have money and always have things being researched, and they may not come to full fruition or not, but I mean, they're probably still being worked on, or at least considered every few months or so. But that kind of gives PlayStation a bigger incentivization to push for a PlayStation 5 Pro, because if Xbox isn't doing it, then they get all the media attention, all the hardcore console market. If they want to go and either buy a console mid-generation, because there's probably a lot of folks who do not have an Xbox or PlayStation, even as of right this second, would probably go with the PlayStation 5 Pro, because they realize it'd be a little bit more of a longevity console, which makes a lot of sense. Like if you could either have a 3-year-old Xbox or 3-year-old PlayStation, or a brand new PS5 Pro that'll ideally last longer, you're probably going to go for the Pro if the price points are kind of comparable. So, I'll go and say, although the Pro specs, this is the PlayStation 5 Pro specs, were difficult to pin down, admittedly, due to their lack of technical prowess, sources have said that Trinity will have a 30 WGP and an 18,000 MTS memory. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I have literally absolutely zero idea what that means. If we do a little bit more research, or if I see some more articles and discussions on it, I'll gladly let you guys go and know. But I think the bigger thing over here is that they're kind of pushing more for performance targets and to be expected the next big resolution push. So the PlayStation 5 Pro will be targeting improved and consistent 4K resolutions, and one of the bigger things out here too, a new performance mode for 8K resolution and accelerated ray tracing. So I think that's a bigger thing to know. Now, obviously, when you have like a way higher memory, that just means you have like you can just encode a lot more stuff. You'd have more stuff going on. Like it's basically just like, I don't know, enhancing the current console. It's got to get a GPU to a new GPU. Like the GPU itself could be good. If you get the 3000 series to 4000 series, still to upgrade, but it's a lot of just the same internal stuff of like more memory, more video RAM, etc., etc. I have honestly got no idea what WGP means. Like if you guys know in the comment section, feel free to help people out if you guys want. But yeah, so basically, it kind of seems like the big things they want to push for 8K. 8K is not typically normalized, I would say. Right now, it does seem like 4K is like the normalized, like, I guess, flow for anything like that. So if they're going to push for 8K and a Pro, that's going to be maybe huge for Sony, who also does TVs, but as well as also just for like pushing next generation. I haven't really seen too many games as well even push for 8K. I've never seen some PC games, but not as many. And of course, a more higher consistent, maybe like a 60 FPS 4K resolution, basically stabilized, and that's like pretty much the new standard. That'd be fantastic for a Pro. Right now, we pretty much know a 4K 30 is pretty much standard for PlayStation consoles. A 4K 60 could be insane. Like, that could be a really nice goal, and I think a lot of folks would maybe appreciate that. 4K TVs are becoming way more common, way more nicer. 8K TVs, not so much, but at the same time, don't forget, the rumored expectation dates might be for the end of 2024. So as we kind of see more of, like, all of these in general, like, that's nice. We like that. Like, we like seeing the next shift in technology, and maybe more people start having 8K TVs, but also don't forget, people also like to future-proof. Maybe like 8K won't be the main commonality, but maybe in say 2 years after the Pro comes out, or if there's ever maybe a small delay, would make a lot of sense. So basically, whether or not the PlayStation 5 Pro console is desired enough in the current market remains to be seen. I would probably say we still have to go get a lot more normal PlayStation consoles on those shelves. People have still been buying them like hotcakes. We saw that Europe actually had one of the highest numbers as well. But one of the bigger things to note is that a lot of these consoles probably, we'll have to see. They're not even at 50 million yet, so having a Pro does kind of throw things off, although we can still see how the Xbox Series X and S has done. Like, the X has done fine, and the Xbox Series S has sold better, so in theory, you can maybe have a Pro for maybe more of the very niche squad folks, and then keep the PlayStation 5 normalized console for that afterwards. But it does kind of seem like right now, the expectations, not confirmed as of this second, not confirmed, but the expectations are November 2024 release date, which is pretty consistent. That would also be available then for the holiday season. And as well, other rumors are either just the PlayStation console now for Spider-Man, or a potentially brand new slim console for the Spider-Man, maybe even for the Spider-Man bundles, although that may not be that much of a big refresher. So Trinity appears to be PlayStation's last bits of major hardware for this generation, and after reporting on almost everything from the DualSense Edge controller to Project Q and PlayStation's new wireless earbuds, the next time you hear on a PlayStation hardware report from them will likely be the PlayStation 6, which they're targeting for a 2028 release date. So as of right now, they still don't have that much information on the PlayStation 5 Slim. I think people are still waiting to see if that happens or not. That has not been confirmed, but it does seem like right now there's a lot more information, because especially when there's a code name for a big console like the PlayStation 5 Pro, that adds a lot more bigger details, which is actually really cool. So it looks like the expectations, once again, maybe around the November 2024 release date, and we can see where it goes from there. Once again, I kind of want to hear your thoughts and comments, because 8K, once again, is not really too standard. Slightly better internals, such as a better GPU, CPU, and other hardware, and even maybe a better SSD, etc., would be intriguing. although the price point still has not been known, it probably would be a little bit higher than the current price point. Although if we do have the PlayStation 5 going down in price at any point, that also maybe make ways for them to kind of maybe push for like a $600 or even a $500 price point if they could get their semiconductor productions and other internal hardware price down as well. So give me your thoughts and comments. As well, make sure you guys are subscribed for more gaming news. Make sure you guys also check out the good old Samsung How link down below for your $50 off on your reservation. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below if you guys want to follow. And of course, I just appreciate you guys all so much for watching in the first place. Let me know if you guys are going to buy one or not in general. Appreciate you guys all so much for watching.